What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and I'm already set up to do the live reaction for Nintendo's big E3 Spotlight or Direct or whatever they're calling it this year. But first I wanted to bang out a Quickie for Ubisoft. Ubisoft's actually was a really good conference. I didn't do a live reaction because I was only planning to do live reactions for the big three companies, and I ended up not doing a live reaction for Sony due to technical issues, and I'm glad I didn't because Sony... I'll talk about that. Not all negative, don't jump to conclusions. You'll see it in the Sony video, which will go up with this video. Then Nintendo will be tomorrow. And then we'll get back to your regularly scheduled anime content and cartoon content occasionally, once in a blue moon. But anyways, Ubisoft. Let's see, we had Assassin's Creed, just a quick trailer for that, nothing too major. We saw it at Microsoft's show. Gameplay, we saw it at Microsoft's show. We had Far Cry 5, which looks good. I'm not really a Far Cry fan. I'm not really interested in either of those games. We did get, though, this game that's coming to the Switch. That's not what they started with. I'll get to what they started with pretty soon, but they had this game where you put these... It's coming to the Switch, it's coming to every console, but I'm glad it's coming to the Switch. I'm glad it's getting that third-party port, because that's what the Switch desperately needs and what Nintendo consoles have desperately needed for a long time. You put these toy ships on the controller, and you can modify them in real time or something like that. It looks kind of neat. It looks kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about buying the toys. You'd have to see how they're priced and everything, but... It being on the Switch, I hope the Switch version is successful. I hope it comes out at launch with the other versions, and that'll be cool. That'll be awesome, because it really needs the support. But that wasn't the only thing Ubisoft showed for the Switch. We got to see Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and when I heard the rumors about this game, I was like, really, Rabbids? Like... It sounded fake, but it also sounded like, why would you make that up? You know what I mean? Like, I figured it had to be real. My friend just walked in if there's background noise. It's E3, it's hectic. Not the friend that's been in my other videos. I'm doing this one solo, clearly. My other friend had other stuff to do, but, yeah, they showed off Mario+Rabbids Kingdom, and... It looked fucking good. Like, it actually looked really fun. And I don't like the Rabbids. They're like the minions of the video game world, but there was something about seeing them in Mario costumes that was a little bit charming. They weren't as obnoxious as I've seen them in the past, and it looks like they might be striking a nice balance between the Mario characters and the Rabbid characters. It looks like it has personality. It's got this XCOM style, tactical, go from cover to cover, turn-based RPG, and that's fucking cool. Like, I thought that was actually really cool. Definitely surprised me. It definitely really surprised me. I thought that was one of Ubisoft's highlights. Was it my highlight of the whole show? Probably. What my highlight of the whole show, what you'd think would be my highlight is Beyond Good and Evil 2. I've never played the first Beyond Good and Evil, so I don't really care about this sequel. Based on what the first one looks like to this one, I didn't even know it was Beyond Good and Evil until I, like, thought about it. And, like, oh yeah, there was a pig guy in the first one, and I don't know, it just didn't really... It looked good, don't get me wrong, but it was a CGI trailer. I know for all the Beyond Good and Evil fans, it must have been massive. They were waiting like 15 years. It'd be like if Sony had dropped like Jak 4. I would have lost my mind and cried. Like, it would have been insane. So I'm really happy for those people. Though, just a CGI trailer isn't that reassuring in my opinion. Like, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, they have it almost ready, maybe, but probably not. You know, I don't even think they even gave a date for it. Maybe they did, I could be wrong. But yeah. It was a good conference. The only real negative to it was Just Dance, because they came out with these dudes who looked like fucking Sub-Zero dancing to, like, this really bad music, and then these other people came out, and then this chick started singing. It was all bad, in my opinion, and it felt long. I don't know how long they took up the stage, but it felt long. So, yeah, I was not a fan of the Just Dance announcement. And that thing said it was coming to the Wii, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. Ubisoft, really? Are you really still producing games for those three systems? That's a wow moment. But either way, that's pretty much their conference. I think they had a VR game thrown in there, maybe two, a couple other things. But the toy thing seems interesting. Glad it's coming to the Switch. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle surprisingly looks really fun and really cool and charming. And that's coming from a guy who does not like the Rabbids, but does like Mario, so I guess there's that. You had Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is a mind-blowing thing at the end. Even if it's not really anything too concrete, it could still be quite a few years away. But, still, for the fans, I feel really happy for them. Yeah, it's a good show, honestly. It might be better than Sony's, but there were maybe more things at Sony's I was interested in, but that's... I'll talk about Sony in its own video. I'm not going to go into that too much, but that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. I'd give Ubisoft a solid B+, B. Whatever I gave Microsoft, like, just a little bit under that. It was a good show, and Microsoft I still think was probably the #1 so far, even taking Sony into account. But that's pretty much it. What'd you guys think of Ubisoft's E3 press conference? Go ahead and tell me in the comments section below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. Click that little bell to get notifications when my videos go up. I'll talk to you guys later, and if you'll excuse me, it's time to watch Nintendo's live E3 event.